Welcome once again to Lehto's Law. Here's Steve Lehto.
Milo sent me a note. Says, Steve, check out the story from theguardian.com. It's happening in England, but involves Hyundai. Hyundai is facing a legal action over a car that can be stolen effortlessly in a matter of seconds. And so you buy a brand new expensive car and you find out that thieves have already figured out how to steal that thing. They don't need no stinking keys. So the man was stunned at how a thief made off with his Ionic 5, deploying a device which mimics the smart key. He says that Hyundai should have warned him about this or maybe taken steps to prevent it. But Hyundai is facing legal actions over the allegations involving these popular cars that can be stolen effortlessly in seconds. This man is an expert in digital security, and he was stunned when a CCTV camera installed at his home showed a thief stealing his Ionic 5 in less than 20 seconds. Car's locked, it's sitting there, guy walks up, 20 seconds later he's driving off with it. Now, he believes the thief used a device which is available online, because everything's available online, which can mimic the car's electronic key. It's the latest in a spate of thefts involving the vehicle, and many owners now resorting to a steering column lock. Ingram's car was later recovered by police, but he's terminating the lease and seeking compensation from the automaker. He says the car company should have alerted customers to the security vulnerabilities. And I got news for you that one day some guy invented a lock. The next day somebody invented the lockpick. I remember seeing online in the 90s. The internet was still a fairly young thing. And you could find on there things used to defeat the security systems in some high-end luxury cars back then. And let's just say that this is nothing new in the sense of somebody selling a defeat device, but it is new in the sense that it's being done with these cars this quickly. So the man says the security system has been completely blown open so anyone can attack it. It's no longer fit for purpose. And of course, there he's quoting language that in America, we talk about something being fit for the intended purpose, which is actually a warranty out of the UCC. Hyundai promotes the convenience of its digital and smart keys, which allow motorists to lock or unlock the doors and start the engine while carrying just a key fob or a digital key. The new technology includes several security measures, but apparently can be defeated by criminals. This man here found a key emulator device marketed online for about 15,000 euros or 12,500 pounds, which claimed to be able to gain entry to the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and a number of other models. The physical appearance of the device is based on the Nintendo Game Boy game console and can be operated in either English or Russian. So the device records the signal from the car, and within 10 seconds to 2 minutes can completely duplicate the native one. And that's what the website says. It sells the device. The key can be stored in the device's memory, open, close, start, and go at any time. And so I've mentioned before, I bought a fairly new Explorer. It was new when I bought it, but it's a few months old now. It's got 5,000 miles on it now. And it's got one of them keys. Now, my previous vehicle did too. So you got the key in your pocket. You just walk up, and as you put your hand through the door handle, the car unlocks. And you climb in and sit down, and you press the start button. And you don't put a key in anywhere or anything like that. That's old-fashioned. And I like the key that you stick in and turn. I don't know why. I just do. And it is, once in a while, this just seems odd to me, you know. But the Observer revealed last year that the car industry ignored warnings over more than a decade that keyless technology risked a surge in vehicle thefts. Experts warned that keyless systems could be successfully undermined and a vehicle stolen without forced entry. Now, the man here is 38 years old. He lives in North London. He says that Hyundai had warned him of other modifications that the vehicle required, but failed to alert him and other motorists that its security systems were compromised. So he's going to file a claim against the manufacturer over the theft unless he receives compensation, citing a breach of the Consumer Rights Act. He sent a letter to Hyundai saying the thief was able to enter the vehicle and steal it effortlessly in just seconds. If I had been informed of this specific security risk, I could have taken additional deterrent measures, such as installing a secondary immobilizer or using a steering wheel lock. Now, the secondary immobilizer, which might work, is the kind of thing like, do you really need to do that when you buy a brand new car? It seems to me that there's a problem if you need to do that. But he's pointing out that if they'd done that, at least he'd still have his car. So he said the manufacturer should urgently inform its customers of the vulnerability and ways to avoid theft until the security risk is remedied. Hyundai said in response to this man that there was an industry-wide issue. It's not just us, it's everybody. Everybody's doing it. Of organized criminal groups deploying electronic devices to illegally override smart key locking systems. It said it was working with police to understand more about the devices and track vehicles. Hey, how about this? Buy one of the devices, tear it apart, understand it. I mean, Hyundai said its vehicles met all the required security standards for the UK market and was developing updates to reduce the risk of keyless thefts. Said vehicles sold from February of last year had the latest updates to mitigate the risk, and it was working on offering retrospective action to customers with cars placed in the UK market before February of 2024. So car thefts in England and Wales have risen from 70,000 in 2014 to 129,000 in 2024. It's a rise of 84%. According to the 2022 to 2023 crime survey for England and Wales, remote devices were used by offenders in about 40% of vehicle thefts. So there's more to the story than that, but basically it's this, that the man buys a very expensive, brand new car, parks in his driveway directly underneath a security camera. Somebody walks up, stands there for 20 seconds, and then opens the door, climbs in, and drives off. 20 seconds. Now, you'll recall, in the old days, it was gone in 60 seconds. Update that now to gone in 20 seconds. Now, the car chases aren't as exciting nowadays because for whatever reason, they're just not. But this is a serious problem. But I understand if Hyundai says, look, it's not just us, it's everybody. But what bothers me about this, and again, yes, I'm the old man shaking his fist at clouds. I understand that. And I'm not scared of modern technology. I like modern technology. I actually use some modern technology. But when you have a simple system, like you walk up and you stick a key in and you turn it and start the car, which they've had for decades, and they say, oh, the system we've got works, so let's fix it. And they replace it with a system where it's true, it's simpler. You don't have to pull the keys out of your pocket or stick them anywhere or turn anything. You simply press a button. That's kind of cool until you realize, it means a thief can steal your car in 20 seconds. So the solution to the problem that didn't exist is worse than the problem that didn't exist that was solved by the first solution. I could graph that out for you, but I'm a busy man. Simply put, there's got to be a way that they can fix this problem. If not, here I am asking, saying, "Okay, can I get a good old key back?" You know, I mean, I still have my old '02 Ford Explorer with the cassette deck in it. I listen to tapes from time to time just to remind myself when you would have to walk up the car, unlock it, get in started, as opposed to the car knows that you're nearby and will start doing things for you. I don't need my car to do those kinds of things for me. Just get me from point A to point B, and which, by the way, raises the question, how come nobody ever goes from point B to point A? Everyone goes from point A to point B. But that's another story. Anyways, Milos, thanks for sending this from theguardian.com. Hyundai facing legal action over car that can be stolen effortlessly in seconds. Questions or comments, put them below. Let's talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Lehto's Law. The less stuff I own, the less my stuff owns me.